You're listening to The Jay Palmer Show.
Ooh, what's up? Oh, man. You ever get up and feel like you've been hit by like a 50-ton truck? That's me. Well, I'm not the 50-ton truck, but I feel like I've been hit by a 50-ton truck. Man, I got my butt kicked last week at work. Oh, I still went to the gym this morning though, which, I just have to. If I don't go to the gym, I feel like a piece of shit. So, I just go to the gym. I mean, my whole philosophy behind the gym is the worst workout in the world is no workout at all. If you go in there and if you give half of what you usually do, that's completely fine. As long as you go. I mean, I'm not Arnold Schwarzenegger. I'm not competing to be the Iron Man of the universe or whatever the hell it is. Oh, but man, I feel my 33 years of age right now, and it's like all I want to do is just sit in a recliner all day and watch the History Channel or whatever, watch Nature Channel and doze in and out of consciousness. Oh man, it's a body thing. It's not a mind thing. My mind is there, but my joints are inflamed. But hey, I'm vaping CBD, so that helps. It helps, and that's actually what I wanted to. I thought, I just was sitting there thinking, I'm like, do I really want to do another CBD podcast? And I think I should, because that last one, what was it, 3 days in of getting the CBD, and I've actually ran out of the CBD that I was using then, and I'm using a different kind of CBD, and it's not like a vape CBD. It's something you can stick under your tongue, or you can put it in your food. But I actually am vaping it, which I don't know if that's I don't know if that's good or bad. I mean, I still I still I still get it. I don't know if that's the right word. I'm still ingesting it. I'm just ingesting it differently. And I'll admit, I don't like it as much as, I mean, the results are fine, but I don't like the taste of it. It tastes like water because there's no PG or VG in it, so there's no flavoring in it. It's just the CBD and triglycerides or whatever. I don't know something oil. I don't know if it's. I don't have the tab open anymore, but I think I should have waited to do that podcast just to get like a good range of results. I mean, I was getting results after the 3 days, and I guess I was using it prior to that, but I only used it once because it wasn't mine. Somebody offered me some, and I'm like, yeah. So I took one dab of it, and then 5 days later, I started vaping the CBD drip, and man, I really, really wish it was cheaper. I mean, and the whole reason why it's not cheaper right now is because of the supply, outweighs the demand. Maybe, I mean, that's the only way I could see it, because I've been looking around on websites and different cannabis retailers and vaping retailers and CBD retailers, and the price varies very, very greatly, and there's some consistencies, but I just really wish it was at a better price point, especially for the amount that you get. Like the CBD drip that I tried, that I got from Lizard Liquid or Lizard something. It was only 7 milliliters, and it was like $50. And I went through it. I went through the entire bottle in a week and a half. And it was great. It was I loved it, actually. I liked it a lot. The only thing I didn't like was the price point on it, because I can't afford, there's 4 weeks in a month. I mean, if you're vaping a bottle a week, I mean, that's that's over $200. I mean, and that, and I guess there's a retailer down the street, so I could always go pick it up. But I mean, I did choose the platinum, I believe. So it was, I think there's a regular, a gold, and a platinum, and I bought the platinum. And I think there's one above platinum, but I don't know. The cheapest one is $9.99, but still, for 7 liters for $9.99, I think is a little, because I could buy 30 milliliters of vape liquid for, what is it, $12? For 30 mils, I can get it for $12. Now, the stuff I got, the hashtag CBD stuff that I got, that's not vapor. It's not made to be vaporized. It's $50 for 30 mils. So that price point's a little bit better. But like I said, I don't like the taste of it. And I really, really enjoyed the taste of CBD drip, but the price is not. I mean, if they could somehow give me a 30 mil bottle for around the same price point as the hashtag CBD stuff that I got, I'd be down with that, because I don't vape. I'm not filling my bottle full of CBD every time I use it. I'll drip in maybe 2 or 3 drips of CBD, followed by, the other port of the tank, or mostly all of the tank is e-liquid. And I love the taste of it. And I actually, when I vaped it, I could feel, I don't know if I mentioned it, but I feel like it offsets the nicotine a little bit, to where I'm not getting the nicotine hit anymore. I'm getting more of just this calming effect. And I've considered I've considered getting 0 nicotine e-liquid and just vaping CBD. I mean, because the only times I vape is when I get up in the morning and when I get off of work. Because I don't vape at work. I don't crave. I've never smoked cigarettes before, so I don't know what it's like to crave a cigarette. But I've never craved vape. I've never oh my God, I need to vape. I just vape because it's here. It's just sitting there looking at me like, hey, suck on me. That was weird. I mean, that's what she said. And that's the only reason. And I tend to vape a lot in my car because I'm just driving. I just vape and just drive and vape some more. And you're like, oh my God, you're vaping cannabis while driving. And I'm like, no, this is CBD oil. There's absolutely no psychedelic effect in my brain from CBD. It's more the opposite. It's more of a, oh, fuck it, I'm here now. I mean, it's it's weird. It's weird. I mean, it's something that I like. I mean, I don't know if I mentioned it in the last podcast. Okay, this is what it's like for me when I use CBD oil. My mind tends to go 100 miles an hour sometimes. And when I take CBD, I feel like my mind still goes, but my body is relaxed. And when my body is relaxed, I feel like I can control how fast my mind goes. It's kind of hard to explain, but that's the best way I can explain it. I can control, my respiratory rate, my heart rate is down, so I can control the speed of my mind. And they're both separate, but they're both connected at the same time. And it's nice. It's really, really, really nice. And the biggest effect that I've seen, which is great, I've had some issues with blood sugar over the last, I don't know, year, maybe year and a half, where in the afternoons my blood sugar would take a shit. It would just and I would feel like dog shit. Like I would just get these weird shakes, and I'd feel numbness in my fingers, and I would offset that by like maintaining my blood sugar level. But with CBD, that's gone. Like it's just gone. It's just not there anymore. It's like I don't even have that problem anymore, and it's nice because having to deal with your blood sugar is a problem, and you can fuck yourself up with wacky blood sugar levels. And that's that's extremely important. I mean, you can, if your blood sugar gets too bad, you can like have some serious shit going on. Some shit will go down. What else? I'm just trying to think of what else it like I didn't really have a problem with my appetite before, but like I'll just be like just going along and be fine, and all of a sudden I'd be starving. That's another thing that now I've noticed that more with the CBD drip than I have with the CBD I'm taking now. I still get hungry, but with the CBD drip, like at the same time every day, I would just be starving. Now, before that, my blood sugar would drop, and I'd have to eat to make my blood sugar go up. And I didn't really feel hungry, but I felt like my blood sugar was dropping. With this, my blood sugar stays at a normal level where I can function. But all of a sudden, I'll just start to crave food, and that's that. I mean, that's sorry, I had to take a hit. But and the whole mood thing, it does, like I said, it brings down my mood. It levels me out to a place where like I'm just on a consistent line. I'm not peaks. I'm not going up and going down and going flat and going up and going down. It's just, and I'm not really like, I don't, how can I say this? I'm not manic. Like I don't go from euphoria to pissed off to euphoria. I don't know what it's like to experience that. I've seen other people experience that, but I don't feel like that's me. I mean, but I guess I'm not manic, but I feel like when I go around a corner and there's a pile of shit in front of me, like I can think through it better than I could before. And I thought I could think good before, but I just pick it apart and fix the issue without actually overthinking it. It's just, okay, this is an issue, and this is how we're going to fix it, and it's done. And it's nice. Oh, it's really, really nice. And I really want to try different strains, I guess. I'm interested to try all different types of CBD. Honestly, I'm interested in trying marijuana at this point, because if this has affected my life in such a positive way that it has, I'm interested in going to the next level. I'm not, obviously, like, well, this is a gateway drug to worse things, and I'm not going to go out and smoke weed strained with like psychedelic type shit and get like a trippy rainbow and unicorn effect. I don't want that. I don't want that. But I am interested in investigating more into the medical benefits of cannabis, and at this point, 2 weeks into this, I'm like, I'd be one of those people who would protest anything that's making any form of cannabis illegal, because it's bullshit. It is total bullshit. I mean, this is way cheaper and way better than any over-the-counter manufactured drug on the planet. And this comes from the planet. This comes from the ground. You plant it and it grows. Like, antidepressant pills don't come from the ground. Those are chemicals that they lace and then tell you to take. And that's where you get your peaks and valleys. That's why I'm so against any type of anxiety, depression, mood-altering medication because that shit will screw you up, like, royally. It'll make you worse. It'll just make you dependent on that very drug. And I guess that kind of leads us into another thing. Am I addicted to CBD? I don't crave CBD. Like, I have zero cravings for CBD. I don't get off of work and go, I need to go smoke CBD, or I need to go vape it, or I need to go stick it under my tongue. Now, I had that beforehand with nicotine, obviously. I still have it with nicotine. But I'm treating CBD as I take vitamins in the morning. I take magnesium every morning. And I look at CBD the same way I do magnesium. So, like, am I addicted to magnesium? I am addicted to magnesium because it does other good things to your body. And magnesium comes from the earth. It's a vitamin. It's a mineral. And it's great. I think everybody should take magnesium. So it's good. It's good. It's an anti-laxative. It's a mood. It levels your mood out. That's another thing it levels. There you go. It does so many good things to your body. And I think everybody should be on the magnesium. But I'm trying to think of what else. Let's look up something real quick here. CBD. I'm just gonna kind of see the benefits. See if I can get like a list. And it's funny when you type in the benefits of CBD on here, it actually starts with anxiety. I don't want your crap, like mental illness and anxiety. And I'm studying psychology, and that's, I have a lot of issues with the way we treat mental illness, in Western medicine. And we don't try to fix mental illness. We just treat it. It's like when you break your leg, do you just treat the pain of it, or do you fix the broken leg? You fix the broken leg. I mean, that's just the way that happens. But with mental illness, it's like, oh, you feel depressed. Here's a pill. This will make you feel better for probably an hour, but you're gonna feel like shit afterwards. And it's just continue. It's just this cycle of a giant black hole. Let's see here. Oh, here we go. 8 proven benefits of CBD. It relieves pain and inflammation. Has antipsychotic effects, obviously. Reduces anxiety. Helps fight cancer. And that's it. Wait a minute. Oh, no, that's a list. That was only 4. Why was there only 4? That's weird. Oh, here we go. There's 4. Helps fight cancer. Relieves nausea. May treat seizures and other neurological disorders. Lowers incidence of diabetes. And promotes cardiovascular health. See, I mean, it just by it helping cure or lowers incidence of diabetes because diabetes is related to your blood, so it's related to your heart. And I'll tell you, I mean, I feel like my heart rate is at a constant since starting CBD. It's just at this, like I said, I'm at this flat line of just calmness. And since I'm on that flat line, my heart rate is at a flat line. Or it's not. I'd be dead if it's a flat line, but it's, you know what I mean. Oh, let's see here. What the hell is this? I don't want your crap. The nausea, I didn't know about that one. That's a new one. Let's see here. CBD versus THC. I don't know. How to legally acquire CBD. That's funny. It's labeled as a Schedule 1 drug. See, I disagree with that. So basically, I'm carrying around a Schedule 1 drug with me at all time. I actually had a state trooper behind me on the way to the gym this morning, and I was sitting there vaping. And I was like, "Hey, buddy, I'm smoking cannabis." And he just waves back, "Hey." I didn't wave at him. I really don't want to push it that far. It's a non-psychoactive component. Oh, and I mentioned it. I think I mentioned it in my last podcast, where my sleep. I feel like my sleep is consistent. It's not. I don't oversleep. I don't undersleep. It's just I'm averaging right now about between 5 and 6.5 hours of sleep at night, and that's fine with me. If I can sleep hardcore for 5 hours and not wake up, I'll be completely fine. And I mean, yeah, it's nice. I really wish I could go back to the days where I could sleep like a whole 8-9 hours straight, because that's glorious. But as you get older, your sleep starts to take a shit. That's what I've noticed. Like I remember back in the day when I could sleep 10 hours, and I could do that 7 nights a week almost, and it's just, I miss that. And I think part of the fact, I was wondering about this. I think part of the fact that adults don't sleep 6 or 7 or 7, 8, 9 hours a night is the fact that all the stress that we have to deal with and all the stuff that we think about. Because when you're a kid, you don't have to think about anything but getting up in the morning and playing toys and video games and dealing with your friends. When you're an adult, you have your job, you have money, you have bills, you have shit breaking, you have kids falling out of trees, you've got the impending death of North Korea, you've got all this bullshit you have to worry about. You have Facebook, you've got all this other bullshit that you have to constantly think about. And I've come to the conclusion that I'm trying to weed myself off of social media. I know that's going to be kind of difficult, the fact that I have a podcast, but I mean on a personal level, like I just have no desire to care. I don't know if this sounds douchey or not. I have no desire to care about my third cousin going to the lake and water skiing. I give no shits. Like, I don't care. I don't need that in my brain. It's not that I hate them. It's not that I don't care, but do I really need to think about that? I don't. And do I really need to see the 500 postings of how Obama's gonna destroy the country, or how Trump's gonna destroy the country, or Bush is gonna destroy the country, or Republicans are evil, or the Democrats are evil, or does that really? None of that shit matters. It shouldn't matter, because it's all just a game. I mean, that's all. It doesn't mean. It doesn't mean anything. I mean, it just, like, of all the presidents in the last 20, 30 years, it's the same cycle over and over again. Oh, the Democrats are going to make us a socialist utopia. The Republicans are going to make us fascist. It's the same cycle. It's just a different guy. If you really just sit down and look at it, it all just doesn't matter. Unless an army of troops comes knocking at your door, or the dollar you're holding, it means nothing. You really have nothing to worry about. I mean, you have the power to vote, so just go vote. Who cares what other people's opinions are on Facebook? It doesn't fucking matter. I mean, the only reason they're posting that shit on Facebook is they have nothing better to do with their lives. They could be out working. They could be out studying something. They could be out building a sandcastle. They could be out tutoring sick children. They could be out doing anything more productive than sitting on Facebook posting bullshit about our current president. But they choose not to. And do you really want to make a choice to sit there and put that into your brain? I don't. I give zero fucks. I don't give a shit. I give zero shits. And if the day comes where, government tries to take all our rights away and tries to put all us in gulags, that's the point where you pick up a firearm and fight for what you believe in. Until that point, shut the fuck up and just work. Just live your fucking life. And stop blowing this bullshit out of your fucking mouth. I mean, this is a message to all those Facebook people. Because people like me don't care. You are complaining to nobody. You are in a vast field with nobody around screaming that the sky is falling. No, I mean, that shit does not matter. I mean, that's just me, though. Maybe people do care. I mean, I don't. Because, the more that kind of time of bullshit you put in your life, the more stressed out you're going to be, the more anxiety you're going to have, the more pot you're going to smoke, because the more anxiety you're going to have. Do you see the cycle there? Do you see the cycle? Stress, more pot, more stress, more pot, more stress, more pot. It's just going to keep going in this circle. Me, I'm just eliminating the stress and smoking CBD. There's actually I don't know. I'm going to grab my phone here. Hang on. Oh, right. I was on Reddit on Thursday. I'm on Reddit every day, to be honest with you. There's this guy. It was I can't remember the context. It was something about what's the fastest way that you'll get out of a relationship, or what's the number one flag that you'd say no or something. I can't remember what it was, but there's this dude. He said, if I find myself on the wrong end of a problem I didn't create, and for which the solution is to simply stop giving a shit about it. My phone just went off. I just lost my spot. God damn it. If I find myself at the wrong end of a problem I didn't create, for which the solution is to simply stop giving a shit about it, I'm gone and never coming back. I'm old and I don't have time for that shit anymore, and I don't have enough energy to spare on real problems, not manufactured ones. I only have enough energy to spare on real problems and not manufactured ones. That's what I'm talking about. This isn't much on Twitter, but more on Facebook. Is like all that stress that you're putting yourself through while reading on Facebook. That's all manufactured bullshit by people who have nothing better to do with their lives than to sit there and put their bullshit on Facebook for you to read. Sorry. I need to make like a dead air sound for when I'm hitting my vape. Like music or something. I mean, that's just not... Like, there's actually this catalyst for me where I was going through Facebook, and there's this girl that posted... She actually said on her Facebook page that, and this is followed by a selfie, of course. She goes, I just spent 45 minutes preparing myself for this selfie, and she put there was a selfie underneath of it. She spent 45 minutes looking at herself in the mirror to post a selfie on Facebook for attention. I mean, couldn't she be doing anything better with her life? Like, she's so self-absorbed and like, she wants that. What she's doing, like I said now in another podcast, she's doing the same exact freaking thing of sticking or she's doing the same thing to herself as a person that's sticking a needle in her arm. She's trying to get a high off of other people's liking her picture. And fortunately for me, I'm not that person. I'm not going to give her that high. I'm not going to go, oh my God, you're so beautiful. I just want to paint your little face and like pet your head and call you a beautiful, good person. Not doing it. Give 0 fucks about your face. I don't care. Now, I'm not saying this to be an asshole. I'm just saying I give 0 fucks. I don't care about you spending 45 minutes in the bathroom purring yourself up. Well, if you spend 45 minutes in the bathroom to make yourself pretty to put yourself on Facebook, I want to see you without the makeup on, because that's really you. I mean, is does the time between starting and ending of putting makeup on correlate the amount of ugliness you have? I'm just curious. So if you spend an hour in the bathroom, are you more ugly than somebody who spends 45 minutes or 30 minutes or 20 minutes? I'm just curious. I mean, that's just a question. I mean, that's just a question. See, there's that water hit I'm talking about. It just feels like I'm vaping water, and I want flavor. I need to figure out how to mix it and get more vape flavor. And it's weird in my tank, you can actually see. I don't know if I can shake it up a little bit. You can actually see it separate from the vapor. There's like a clear layer, then there's a vapor layer. I wonder if I should sandwich it with vapor on top. It'd be like an ice cream cookie or something. I don't think that's how that works. Oh, all right. So I'm thinking I'm getting closer, I guess. I'm not really thinking about it anymore. I'm getting closer to getting closer to buying and starting the hobby of airsoft. I've been watching a lot of videos on it lately, and it looks a lot of fun, but I don't want to play like the indoor close quarters airsoft. I want to play like the military simulation airsoft, because I just don't have the energy to run around with a bunch of 12-year-olds shooting each other with toy guns. I mean, obviously you're doing the same thing in a mil sim, but I want something open. I want something more military simulation like, because from what I've noticed, there's more adults that do that than children, and I don't want to anger a parent for 360 no scoping his 12-year-old and then having him entitled enough like, you killed me, Daddy. I want to go home. I don't want to be the guy that breaks the kid's heart. I don't want to be that guy. Don't want to be that guy. I can't break a 12-year-old's heart. Can't do it. But yeah, I've been looking into that, and it's expensive. I like that. For a good airsoft M4 is like $400, and then if you want to do the military sim, you have to buy all the right camo to do it, and then you have to buy your MREs to eat, and like a military simulation. For what I understand it, you bring in all your stuff, you lose all you basically sleep in a sleeping bag, shit in a bucket, and eat MREs for 60 hours while shooting each other. It's basically a simulation of real war, and it's just not constant BB action. It's like real war. It's like when I worked in EMT, you'd have 12 hours of searching the internet followed by 5 minutes of unbelievable horror. I mean, that's basically what it is. I'm okay with that, because like I said, I'm 33. I don't have enough energy to run around a 12,000 square foot building shooting 12-year-olds, breaking their little hearts. I mean, I ain't got time for that. Oh, shit. I just fricked up. Oh, no, I didn't. There it is. Oh, where are you at? Where?
The Jay Palmer Show is hosted on Podbean.com. Download the app on iOS and Android and listen anytime, anywhere.
There you go. There you go. We're on Stitcher now. If you don't know if you're on Stitcher, welcome. I'm also putting all these on YouTube now as well, which I don't understand their thing with YouTube, because some videos will, or some podcast will go. Some podcast will go on YouTube and some won't, and some I have to actually create and render into YouTube, which is weird, but I guess it is what it is. On that note, I'll see y'all later. Peace out.